Welcome back, CSET participants. Okay, so today we're going to talk about how to build your resume. Now, I know a lot of people are scared of it. They're like, oh, that's so much work. What do I have to do? Why do I have to do all this? Let me explain something about the resume. First of all, it's not that difficult, and I'm going to show you today how to go into your computer, into Word, and find a template for it. And there are hundreds of them, so you can choose the one that you want. If you ever get stuck, you have my email address, apconley@nicoa.org. Send me what you have. I'll be more than happy to edit it for you, go over it with you. We can talk on the phone. If you have one finished, you're like, hey, what do you think? I can give you some pointers on it if need be. But I want to take away the mystique, the fear that people have of writing the resume. I know we get on you a lot about this, but what a great opportunity of you being out and about and you're shopping or you're just spending the day and you see a business that just looks absolutely wonderful and are you hiring? You ask them, are you hiring? They're like, yeah. Do you have a resume? I do. And you have one to give. So I always tell people, keep like 5 with you. Just put them in your car, put them in plastic or something, put them under your seat, hold on to them. You never know when you're going to need one. And let's face it, if you're going to go online to get a job, the truth is that once you hit apply, they're going to ask you for that resume. Now, they may ask for a cover letter. We're going to do that in another session. We're going to take this piece by piece. So I'm going to try to make it as simple as I can to make it as effective as possible. If there's one thing that your resume needs to be, it needs to stand out from the crowd. You may go online and look at different ideas and look at tips, and they may say, do this, don't do that. The whole point of the resume is to give a possible employer a very quick understanding of who you are as a person. So it's not that there's good or bad. You just want to keep it simple, keep it short, keep it to the point. Now, please feel free to take notes as we go along, or you can stop this at any time. Just go ahead and click on pause. If you have any questions about this video or the process, if you look at the bottom of your screen as you're viewing this, you'll see something called the comments section. Well, put your mouse over it, take a click on it, and just type in any questions that you have. It'll send me an email saying someone's commented on your video. I can get to it, and then I can send you a response. So it's a great way for us to talk to each other if you don't want to go through the hassle of email. However, just a reminder, you do have an email address now. I mean, you found this, so I'm assuming you understand first name, last name at nicoa.org. All right, I'm not going to keep harping on it. All right, so let's get started. Actually, I forgot this. I need to make myself a little smaller or I'm going to take up the whole thing and you're not going to be able to see my presentation. All right, so I have a little PowerPoint here. This is just a certain section of it. After I open it up, I'm going to have to switch the spots. It keeps moving it. So let's start out with, these are the things that you're going to kind of need to make your resume pop, make it stand out. The fact that it should be one page, making it about the job you want, an opening maxim, I'll explain. Life skills that are job skills, measurable achievements that you've had in your life, enthusiastic adjectives to describe the greatness that is you. Keep it about the job you want. And lastly, don't lie, but don't make it a confessional either. So let's go ahead and get started. First of all, the one page. This has been argued and debated, and I understand this, but I'm a big fan of the one page. Employers have stated many times that they look very quickly at the resumes. So you need to kind of have that one page to be able to make them be interested in you. So you can do what you want. I mean, no judgment here. I'm a big fan of doing one page. Example, keep it precise, to the point, make it relevant. You want to have it relevant for the job that you're going for, and keep it clean. I'm not talking about your language. Of course, maybe I should. I've met some of you. No. But you want it to look good. So you don't want overcrowding. You don't just want word after word after word. You've seen people give presentations where you're trying to read the slides and there's so much stuff, you just can't keep up with it. Same thing with your resume. One page to the point. Remember the KISS, the anagram KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. I tend to say sweetheart, but it's funnier to say stupid. All right, the job you want. Your resume should reflect the job you want. So when you start bringing up examples of places that you've worked, experience that you've had, use the experience that fits the job you want. I worked at McDonald's twice, but when I created my resume to become a teacher, my experience at McDonald's didn't really fit into the skills I needed to be a teacher. Now, if I was going for a bartender job, and you see that over here, then yes, that would show my customer skills. So if you were going to be a bartender, you would talk about your customer skills, how many different drinks you know how to make, the fact that you're a people person, the fact that you're positive. But that may not work so much if you're going out to try to be a custodian. A custodian, work-oriented, meaning that they'll do the job. They understand sanitation regulations. That's very important. Works well with others or alone. Custodians don't tend to work with a lot of other people, so it comes in handy, whereas a bartender needs to be a people person. So keep your resume tailored to the job that you want. An opening maxim. Okay, this is a line that represents your view of life. Some resumes have these. A lot of resumes will ask you to tell them about yourself. I like the opening maxim. There's been debate on that, but it's up to you. Some examples are always finish what you start, never hoard kindness, share it with everyone, and my personal favorite, difficult roads often lead to beautiful destinations. When I became a teacher, on my resume there, I had created a maxim that had to do with that. So it was something along the lines of to change the world one student at a time. Yeah, it's corny, but come on, I was going to be a teacher. Learning how to take your life skills and making them your job skills. Some people that I've met thus far have not had the job skills or the experience that someone else might have. But, being a mom for 40 years and staying home and taking care of the family in the home, you have a lot of skills. And I know it may not seem like it, but when you get to the skills section of your resume, all the things that you did as a stay-at-home mom, which, by the way, you can put down as experience. If you had from 1984 to 2004 stay-at-home mom, that's experience. And if you need to put that down for your job, you go for it. Because there is nothing demeaning about it. It doesn't mean that you don't have work skills. It just means that you didn't have to get up to go anywhere, all right? But skills that you have from your life that translate to job skills. These are just a few examples. Motivated, organized, proactive, goal-oriented. You could go on and on. Nurse, first aid worker, counselor, management. All these things are things that you had to do while running a family. So keep that in mind. Measurable achievements. There's usually a part where they want you to kind of brag about yourself. What they're looking for is things that you've done for other companies that you can show that you've actually done. It shows that you're a good worker. That's all they're looking for. They want proof that you're a good worker. They want proof that they can bring you in and that you're going to fit well and you're going to do the job. So have you been Employee of the Month? Put that on there. Do you have any certifications? I know some of you are getting food handling, sanitation certifications, CPR training. All of those are measurable achievements, okay? I know we all want to put, I'm very liked. It's not really measurable, okay? You're looking for something where you got recognized at work for something that you did well, all right? If you're not sure, ask. You can ask your supervisor, which, by the way, the host agency that you're at right now is your latest job experience. So ask for their help. Ask for a letter of recommendation. Ask for their phone number and their name, and their address, so you can use them as a reservation, as someone that they can contact to make sure that you're going to fit in well. So, okay, enthusiastic adjectives to describe yourself. These are things you want to bring up over and over again. I will tell you, the top things that employers are looking for are people that work well in groups, people that want to learn and have the desire to learn, people that get along well with others, hardworking, punctual, and on time. I know these may not seem like a lot, but I know for a fact businesses that will hire people with less experience if they come across as someone who will work hard. I'm not kidding. As a teacher, I used to tell my students, I will take a hard-working student over a smart one any day of the week, because in life it's about that hard work. Sell that. Put that on your resume. You're trustworthy, diligent, team player, self-starter. You know what employers don't want? Somebody that needs to be micromanaged. Someone that needs to be told, okay, you're going to do this, and then you're going to do this, and then you're going to do this, and then you're going to do this. Yeah, they're going to train you on those things, but they want to know that you are the type of person, when you are done with your work, you don't go and ask what it is you're supposed to do now. You just go do stuff. And you make that company better, you make that business better, that restaurant, that store, anything else, because they're looking for those self-starter people. So sell that. Keep it all about the job you want. So stay on topic. And what that means is you don't want to be talking about how you're a great person per se, and then all this, that you're a hard worker, and then suddenly be like, I work better alone. No, you want to keep it positive. Nobody wants someone who's better at working alone. No business works in a bubble anymore. So stay on topic. Keep the tone consistent and professional. Okay, I know we all like to throw a joke in here now and then, which is fine, but the tone needs to be one that is professional. I will tell you right now, you want everything spelled correctly, you want your grammar done correctly, you want the tone to come off as somewhat serious. Also, you don't have to be Shakespeare. A lot of people fall into this. You don't have to be Shakespeare, okay? Don't make up your own language. No one wants to read a resume and go, I need a dictionary to figure out what half these words mean. I mean, if you're going for a job in nuclear engineering and you have to understand how cold fusion works, then you can use those words because the person interviewing you probably understands that. But if you're going for a custodian job and you put down that you are a sanitation engineer, it's stretching it a little. And the cook one I thought was just funny. A cook doesn't need to be a culinary mixologist. Keep it simple, to the point, elevate yourself, but you want to be elevated equally, not above. So you don't want to make anyone feel stupid. Don't lie. This is the most important one here. Don't lie, okay? And I tell people this all the time. If there was a huge car accident and somebody was laying on the road and they were dying, the last thing you're going to do is run up and go, I've got this. I'm a doctor. No, you're not a doctor. You're going to kill someone, so don't lie. And yes, it's not that big, it's not that urgent on a resume. But I've actually had a student who did not get a job because on his resume he said that he was an avid rock climber. The person interviewing him asked him about rock climbing, and he didn't have any answers. He didn't know he was going to be asked. Employers take that seriously. If you lie on your resume and they find out, they can fire you at any time during employment. Chances are you won't even get very far. So don't lie. Not that you need to make yourself look horrible, and this isn't a confessional either. If you'd had problems with drugs in the past or alcoholism, the resume is no place to put that. Okay? Be positive about who you are, but do not lie. So, with that being said, I'm totally lost here. I'm going to go ahead and show you where to go to find these templates. So, do you see this little blue thing down here? I got my, see how I'm down here with my little pointer? On here is your W. You're going to open that up. I already have some open. So, but, wrong one. Sorry. So you're going to open that up. Open up your Word documents. Oh, and of course it's coming up on the wrong screen. Hold on, let me pull that over here. It always does that. And at the top here, because most of us push blank document, but up here by this little spyglass, you're going to type in the word resume. Just hit enter. And it's going to search, and it's going to give you over 100 templates for a resume. Okay, there are so many. They have ones where you can put a picture in. They have ones in color. If you get one in color, that's great. Make sure you have a color printer. Of course, if you do one in color and you send them online, they're going to get them in color. So it's up to you how you want to play this. This looks like a good one. You're going to click on it, and then over here it's going to say create. Yes, create one. And I'm going to go ahead and make this a little bit bigger for you. So this is the whatever you put here, and this is going to be your name. So you're going to just click on the person's name, and it's going to light it up. And then you just put your own. And I'm not going to type in my whole last name. We don't have enough time. And I might put A and PC. Okay, just P. It asks me if I have a professional title. Okay, do I have one? Well, I do right now. I am a job developer and trainer for the CSEP program. If you don't, use where you're at right now at your host agency. What are you right now? Are you a receptionist assistant? Use it. I mean, seriously, use it. If you're a cook's helper, use it. Go ahead and use where you're at right now. And all this right here, phone number, you would put it in. Can't do anything today. Your phone number, your email. It's hard to do this with y'all watching. What city that I live in, Rio Rancho, state, New Mexico, country, United States. I do not have a LinkedIn. Do I know what that is? Oh, that's that online site. Yeah, if you went online and created a profile, it'll give you like a little email thing. You can put that on there. I don't have one. So I'm just going to click on these, and I'm going to backspace. I'm just going to get rid of them. And if I need to move these up, there, see, all I got to do is grab them, move them up. I don't have a website. I don't even know how to get one. I guess I'll have to ask my grandson. I do not have a Skype. Or I do, I think. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But, and you just fill in the blanks. About me, a short bio or introduction. Hello, my name is at, or hello. I love working with people. And swimming, just maybe a little bit about myself. And you want to keep it about the same length that they have on here right now. This right here is about me, and you can add some more over here. Like a little more understanding of who you are. This is where you can put in that maxim, whatever you need. Skills that you have. This is a cool one. You can put your skill name. Okay, skill. I am hardworking. All right, 7 out of 10. What are you? What are you at hardworking? I am a 10 out of 10 at hardworking. Thank you very much. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to move this all the way up here because I'm a 10 out of 10 at hardworking. And this is where those adjectives come into play. If you get lost, Google it. You'd be amazed at things you can find on there. Experience. Where you're at right now. Job title, cook's assistant. Company name, Bonnie Tyler Senior Center. Location, Anaheim, California. Date worked. If you can't remember the dates that you started working there or that you started training there, give me a call. I'll give it to you. And you want to put to present. And then here's another one, another job title. Did you have another host agency? Do you have something else that fits? What if you don't have 3? Oh, you're like, oh, but I only have 2. All right. Well, if you only have 2, then I'm going to click on all this and I'm just going to get rid of it because it's that easy. And if you get lost, you're going to give me a call. Education. Now, education, it's a double-edged sword. Okay, if you have a degree in something, go for it. And that includes your high school diploma or your GED. Wherever you got your GED, you know, that's important. I got mine at TVI back when C&M from New Mexico was TVI. It's a little college that we have in Albuquerque. And that's where I got my GED. I would put that on there. And then I would put that I got an associate's in liberal arts at C&M, and then I'd put that I got a bachelor's degree in secondary education at the University of New Mexico. But if you're one of those people who are like, I didn't get past 8th grade, you know what? It's okay. It's okay. You know what we're going to do? We're going to get rid of it. We're going to get rid of education. Let's not put it in. They bring you in for an interview. Maybe you'll talk about it then. Explain it. Let them get to know you first. I may even change this. I may put on here, maybe not my skills or my experience, but I could put in my hobbies. Abby. I could put in my hobbies. I can put in my interests. Just something to give them an idea about who I am. Maybe you get halfway done with this and you're like, I do not like this resume. Get rid of it. Start over. Go with something new. Does that make sense? So here's a couple of examples that I actually have. So here's one where you get to use a picture. And this is Jose. Those of you that have met JT, he loved that I did this. See this look on his face? He looks very upset. But this is for landscaper. Some of this have like a profile, and he tells him a little bit about himself. But everything on here is going to go with him wanting to be a landscaper. His education, his work experience. You have your contact, your hobbies, skills, all of this to fit what it is that he wants to do. This is mine. If I wanted to be a florist, which is ridiculous considering that if it's green and it grows out of the ground, I'll kill it. I don't have a green thumb. I think it's more maroon or black, but I do cook okay, or I order out. Anyway, so, but here's mine. This is my maxim. The goal of life is to bring beauty from nature to the lives of everyone. My goal is to do that by creating beautiful, one-of-a-kind floral masterpieces to those who want them. Oh, come on. If you're looking for a florist, look no further. I love flowers. Here's my experience. I only have 2 things on here, but it's all about flowers. My education, I have a high school diploma. I got a diploma. Huh. My skills, all of these fit with me being a florist. Excellent attention to detail. Florist, great communication skills. Oh, I have to talk to people. I have to talk to customers. I'm task or project driven. Yeah, and dedicated to my work. I know you're thinking you should just hire me right now. Yeah. But, in the activities, this is not difficult. And like I said, if you get lost, give me a call. Send me an email. And I'll tell you right now, I get back to email a lot faster than I get anywhere else. Um, Now, when you're finished, when you are finished with your resume, send it to me. And here's why. If you send it to me and I'm doing my job searching and I see a job that I think is perfect for you in your area, and you're at your host agency and you don't have time to run off and put your resume in, you can, I can give you a call and go, hey, can I submit your resume for you? And you'll be like, yeah, do it. Make sense? And I'll have it on file so I know what jobs to look for. And I can make any tips that I need to, like, hey, in this job, you might want to put this instead. It's as simple as that. If you get lost, like I said, you can contact me. Email apconley@nicoa.org. So next time we'll talk about that cover letter or the letter of interest, which I think is actually more important than the cover letter, but I'm going to teach it all anyway, because what else do I have to do? Have a great day, guys, and bless you all. And I will close this in just a second. Bye.